everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Texans going up against the Patriots. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
About an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the defending Super Bowl champs introduced to this fired-up crowd here in Foxborough as the Patriots get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Now, Dion Lewis to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Fresh off a redemptive Week 2, Tom Brady takes the field with the Patriots. Week 1, the loss, all the talk about, oh, what's wrong with the Patriots? Well, Tom Brady comes out, throws 3 touchdown passes in the first quarter in Week 2.
And was that the first time he had ever done that in his career?
Yeah, how about that? Pretty amazing, right?
Tom Brady's still setting new records, new trends as he continues on. But were you really surprised at all about the way the Patriots started against New Orleans in the last game?
No.
Coming off of that game against Kansas City, you just knew they would come out with a fury.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. We see these starters offensively for New England, and a lot of injuries, Charles, to Tom Brady's pass catchers. It's just seemingly one after the other recently.
A rash of injuries, and with any other quarterback, I think you'd have a lot of worry. What is he going to do? But we've seen Tom Brady adjust. We've seen the Patriots adjust over the years. So they'll probably lean on the running backs a little bit more. James White can run it and catch it. Dion Lewis can do exactly the same thing. If they get Rex Burkhead back and it's not a major injury, another guy who's a combo guy. James Devlin, he's supposed to be a blocker. He caught a pass outside the numbers against New Orleans. And don't forget Dwayne Allen at tight end. So Tom Brady will shift his focus to the healthy guys until he gets everyone else back ready to go.
And on top of that, didn't mention Mike Gillislee, 4 touchdowns for him in 2 weeks. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Deshaun Watson bringing out the Houston Texans offense. Tell you what, Charles, he had quite a 22nd birthday, making his first NFL start, and his 49-yard touchdown run was the only touchdown in that game.
Yeah, how about everything that was going against him that week, right? Short week of preparation. As you mentioned, first start in the NFL against one of the better defenses that he's likely to face. And he had an ankle injury that he overcame. Deshaun Watson always has played with poise.
On first down, Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Starting lineup here for Houston, and in their game last week, we talk about the backfield, Charles, Lamar Miller and Deontay Foreman. They were really pretty even. 3.4 yards per carry for Miller, 3.3 for Foreman.
Yeah, neither one of those is really impressive, but that will get better as the season goes along because Lamar Miller can do a little bit of everything. Can run it, can catch it, pass protect. And Deontay Foreman, he's like the diesel truck coming at you. Big man with football, he can wear down defenses.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still, I think Coach Bill O'Brien might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Deontay Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. There's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
The Houston Texans in 2016 on defense defied convention. Why? J.J. Watt missed most of the season, so you would expect them to struggle a little bit. But in fact, this was the #1 overall defense in the NFL. They stopped the run, forced teams to throw the football, and really got after them with a terrific pass rush.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a play fake. Brady. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Last year, Hogan tied for the NFL lead at 17.9 yards per catch. Didn't quite get that many there, but still a nice hookup.
And I don't want to overplay his lacrosse background, but it does bear some mentioning here. Those rushes that they make towards the goal, I think that equates into some of his pass patterns, too.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot first down.
He was a cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board. Yeah,
just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on, let's go!
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson hands this to Foreman. They find some open field here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
And one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Watson now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Texans coming up on 1st and goal. Remember, last year they struggled to rush the ball in the end zone. Only 8 touchdowns on the ground, second fewest in the league. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Amendola with a catch. And he goes out right around the 39. The Patriots pick up the first down. Brady to Amendola.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there just before halftime. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Brady to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's the first interception thrown this season by Brady.
Well, if you're the opposition, you almost like you want to throw a party, right? Remember, he only threw 2 interceptions in a regular season games in 2016.
Yeah, that's something. Might want to put that one in the trophy case. It's so rare. Now it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots have to like how they've played so far. The Texans were fantastic last week, but today's game shows you have to bring it every week in the NFL. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Patriots still on the field. Hogan's by himself here, and he capped off the 7-play drive with a score as they take a 7-0 lead. Midway through the second quarter, Watson's gonna find his mark, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. Same drive, Miller's gonna take it up the middle, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. The Texans trail now by 4. Final seconds of the half. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Texans defense forces the turnover.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 8 yards there on a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ohio.
On second down, here's Miller. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. It doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Throw left side complete. It's Griffin, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Here's Watson. And shutting him off now. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a first down throw. Watson is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jadeveon Clowney coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Sets up the screen to Lewis. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 17-yard line. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Watson on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And with that, the lead is up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now Watson, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Back to throw. Watson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
This is Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end to the left. 20. Hey.
They try again with Lewis. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have now moved out in front of the Dolphins. Josh McCown leading the way offensively. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Texans on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New England, it's